Hey guys, welcome back to Easel Does It Studio. Today we're going to be doing this cute little Merry Christmas sign. And as you can see, I have got a bunch of different mica powders out. So I'm still not like 100% sure what colors I'm using. I think I'm going to do the chrome red for Christmas. And then I have some intense ones here, so we'll just kind of go through and see what we've got for colors. Let's see. Dark green. Maybe we'll do the fairy green for the Mary. And I want the red for that. And then we have like chameleon ones too. So I'm just gonna start and we'll kind of put it together as we go. So just to let you guys know, I am having a sale on my website, which is linked in the description box below. So that's going to be going through until Cyber Monday. And anybody that orders will get a free gift with their order. So, all right, I'm going to have to look and see if I can get this red just by itself, because I am getting low on this red because I love it. Now this mold does have some scrape marks in it, so yeah, I don't know. We'll have to see what it looks like when I demold, because there's nothing I can do. I've wiped it with alcohol, so, you know, it's just kind of one of those things that sometimes happens when you get a mold. So we might have to do something to fix that when we demold it. All right, so I'm just trying to make sure that I get the sides and everything. So these little disposable eyeshadow brushes work really good, especially on the chrome. And the chrome doesn't fly away as much. I mean, depending on the mold, but generally they do not fly away. All right, so So what I'll probably do is I'll do some of this with you, and then I'd like to do a time lapse, but I don't know how to add music yet, so that's one of the reasons that I don't, and I do the whole thing live with you guys. So I guess, you know, if you get bored, you can just fast forward through this part. I'll maybe do some depending on how long it takes me, and then do the rest like off camera. But and I got a hair. So don't forget, guys, if you haven't already subscribed to my channel, please hit the subscribe and like button. It does help my channel out a lot. And leave me a comment down below. And if there's anything you would like to see me do, you know, please put it down there. I am willing to try anything. You know, as long as I have the stuff to do it. You know, and I do have some of my first videos where the quality wasn't as good. You know, if anybody wants me to redo one of those, just let me know in the comments which one you'd like to see me redo now that I've kind of figured out my angles better. Because I know in the beginning it was rough, guys, but you guys were troopers and stayed with me while I figured that out. So, what is everybody doing for Thanksgiving? Who's cooking? Who's going to family? Who doesn't celebrate? You know, I don't know what... I know, like, Canada does it early. And I do have followers from all around, so I'm curious to see, you know, what do you guys do for Thanksgiving? I am cooking. Normally all three of my kids come over with their families, but this year my daughter is not coming. Her mother-in-law has just been diagnosed with stage 4 uterine cancer, and it's aggressive, so she and her family are going there for this Thanksgiving, which I totally understand that. That's, you know, that's where she needs to be, and so it's just gonna be my youngest son and my older son and his daughter and me and my husband. So it is gonna be very quiet. Everybody eats, and then they say they're gonna go hunting after, but that doesn't usually happen because everybody passes out in a chair somewhere. So once everybody falls asleep, I will probably come down and work on a video. Unless I eat too much and I can't breathe or something, you know. Because there is a possibility of that. I try not to, but, you know, there's just sometimes things taste way better than other times. All right, so and when you're using the chrome powders, make sure that you really burnish them good, and you'll get a nice finished color on the other side. So I went out yesterday and I got the rest of my fixings for Thanksgiving. I had been picking stuff up right along just so I wasn't going to have to do like all of it at one time. So I'm glad I did, because Hannaford was out of a bunch of stuff. They didn't even have any turkeys. I mean, we got ours early, and I got a couple and put them in the freezer, but you know, because when they're cheap like they were, that is definitely the time to stock up. Yeah, I'm curious to see, you know, different areas, you know, what you guys do for the holidays. Like our big thing is, you know, like the turkey and the stuffing and the gravy and the mashed potatoes and cranberry sauce. You know, it's like that's what makes, I guess, Thanksgiving. And then I, you know, got some pickles and olives, and so yeah, it's gonna, and I'm the only one, me and my daughter are the only two that like turnip. So I did buy a turnip, and I'm gonna cook that tomorrow because that just takes forever. And then I'm gonna give some of it to my daughter because she's the only one in her house that eats that too. So I'm like, I can only eat so much. I mean, I could do half and then freeze it, but which I might, you know, I might end up freezing some of it because it's so tough to cut and peel. It's like, oh my. Yeah, I usually have to have my husband cut it up for me. I'll have him get it cut up in chunks, and then I'll take over after that. All right, so what I'll probably do as I finish this little section is finish the rest up, you know, off camera, because it's going to be boring. You guys are going to be like, lady, let's get this done and over with. So then I will come back and we will pour the resin. And then we will wait for it to cure. Now, I've never done this mold, so I have no clue. I'm thinking I'm going to make up 5 or 6 ounces. I was thinking at first maybe 4, but now that I'm seeing like these areas, it's pretty deep, so I think I'll make 6 just to be on the safe side. Hope I have enough, and if I don't, then I'll just have to make up some more. But yeah, I think that's what I'll, and I'm probably going to use the Let's Resin pre-made black to do this in. Okay, guys, so I'm going to finish this up, and then I will be back when it's time to pour. Alrighty, I'll be back in a minute. Okay, guys, so I've got this all done. So I ended up using 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 colors. So I used the red. I used the silver for the beard, the present, and the 2 hearts. I used the fairy green for the Mary and the present. I used brown and bronze for the deer. I also used red in his hat. Bronze for the bird. No, I used regular green for that. I ended up not using the fairy green. Yeah, I didn't use the fairy green, so I used 8 colors. Then I used the chrome blue and the chrome light blue for the deer scarf, and then the chrome royal blue for the rest. So I ended up making 8 ounces. I over poured one, and then I had to add a little bit more of the other one. So I'm hoping I got my mixtures right. So I went ahead and did a little elk in the blue, just in case I had extra, because I'm assuming that I will. So I mixed this up with the new multi-speed resin mixer from Less Resin. I am really liking this. So we're just gonna pour this, and then we're gonna just let it cure. And hopefully I didn't miss too many spots, is what I'm kind of hoping. I did a good job. So it took me about a good hour to get this all painted. I don't know if I'm gonna have any extra, guys. I'm thinking that was a good oopsie. I'm gonna have to make up more, guys. Are you kidding me right now? I'm gonna have to mix up like another 2 ounces. Holy moly. I am definitely going to have to mix up more. Wow, this takes a lot. All right, so what I'm gonna do is, just because I don't want to get this all next to my top piece, so I'm just gonna wipe this around the top. I'm just kind of going like that, just because I don't, where my the cup part goes, I don't want it to get in there. So for those of you that might not have seen my other video, let me just kind of move some of this crap out of my way here. Just kind of move that back a little bit, and I'll show you how this works. All right, so, all right, I'll just do 4, and then I can fill the elk. So I'm gonna pour to the 2. And try not to over pour this time. So we'll go to the 4. And I'm gonna put this on, and just so you can have it go really fast, or you can slow it down. So that's about where about middle way is kind of how I mixed the other one. And so I let that go for a couple minutes, and then I just took my stick and just made sure that everything was all good and mixed. All right. Just gonna clean up some of that so that I don't have a whole bunch of crap to clean up after. So these are all the brushes that I ended up using. So I'll take my long neck lighter, and I'll just kind of and I mean, because this is colored black, you're not going to see if there are any like micro bubbles. So the only thing I do I'm just gonna bang around just to because I don't want to go in there with a stick because everything is coated in a mica powder. So if I start going in there poking around with a stick, I'm gonna remove some of the mica powder, and yeah, and then we're gonna have a total mess. So I figured, all right, so, and then I'm just gonna pick it up and, so I just kind of hold it like around the sides to get as much of that to come off as possible. And I will just clean that up after. So I'll just take my stick, because there's only a little bit in here. I am sure that that is mixed up. Just scrape the bottom. All right, so now let's see. So we've got, that was 8. I don't even think we got 2 ounces. All right, so we are going over a little, so I'm gonna just scoop. Scoop out some. So it takes about 10 ounces, I would say. All right. So let's just pour this little guy. Oh, just wipe that so I can. I'm scraping and scraping. Trying to get just as much as I physically can. And we are going to be short a little bit. If I can just get them close enough. We're just rubbing Peter to paper all over here. All right, that's good. That is good. Oh. All right. So I will go ahead and get these all cleaned up. I just spray them down with alcohol and wipe them out. And that is pretty much it. Let's give these a... So he's still going to be a little bit short. He's going to have little short feet, but that's okay. Yeah, so we'll just get this kind of cleaned up and wiped out. This is a paper towel that I'm recycling from the other day. All right. And you just wipe it with a paper towel, and you are good to go for the next time. So these wipe up really, really good. And then you just do the same thing with this. Try to get the bulk of whatever out. And then respray it. And then I'll just take a clean one and do one more pass, and it will be ready for the next time. That's how quick and easy it is to clean up these little things. All right, so I'm gonna give it a good spritz on the outside. And there we have it, all nice and clean, ready for the next time. And other than, you know, my grubby fingerprints, but it's gonna get gross anyways. So alrighty guys, I'm gonna let this cure and we will be back on demold. Alrighty guys, this is all cured and this is all cured. So let's see how these little guys look. Sorry my hands are gross. I've been working on a couple other projects for videos, and I have been out straight, guys. So I apologize. My hands are gross because I just got done doing a project, and yeah. But I was down here and I'm like, all right, let's just get this one done too. I'm trying to get it ahead so that you guys won't miss any from now until after Thanksgiving. So, and I probably should have done him off camera because he's so difficult. And you know what? He is still a little soft, so we are not gonna, I am not gonna unmold him right now. We're gonna let him, because I forgot to put him in on the heat mat with this. So this one is nice and hard, but that one is not. So I don't want to break his little head off. All right, I am really curious to see how this is gonna look. And I am not even peeking. I want the suspense just like you guys. We're gonna see it all together. I will have a little bit of trim to do, but nothing much. All right, so all the color came out of the mold. That's a good sign. The back looks gorgeous. All right, are we ready? Oh, I'm impressed, guys. Whoa, I impressed myself. This is adorable. I've been putting this off, you don't even know. For some reason, I was just so intimidated with it. And it came out beautiful. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. So I do have a little bit of trimming on the, on the very edges, but that is it. There's no bubbles. There is a little bit of, like one of the other colors got mixed in there, but other than that, it came out absolutely gorgeous. I think this is one of my better pieces of coloring with mica powder. So I used the chrome, I used the regular mica powders, I used the regular chameleon. So yeah, I definitely used a variety of them, and the only thing that I'm gonna do is color his little his little eyes in. And that is all I am doing to this, guys. I absolutely love it. Alrighty, guys. Well, that sums up another video. So I will get you a close-up picture, and I will see you on the next video, guys. Bye. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody.